If you signed up for the federal do not call list but are still getting unwanted phone calls, you're not alone. Consumer reporter Jennifer Krause is here with more. Seems like this list just isn't working.
That's so true, and it is so frustrating, especially when you get a call in the middle of dinner. But lawmakers are taking notice.
I've been bombarded by unwanted and irrelevant sales calls.
Yesterday, lawmakers got an earful on Capitol Hill from consumers who are fed up with getting sales calls and robocalls, even though they're on the do not call registry.
I work at home. When I'm not working, I want my time to myself. Instead, I get phone calls from people I don't know trying to sell me stuff I don't need or want, and I can't make them stop.
Complaints to the Federal Trade Commission about unsolicited robocalls are only growing. They've nearly tripled in the last 6 years, from 63,000 complaints a month to 150,000 a month. One senator called the do not call registry ineffective. The problem is new technologies, including some apps on your smartphone, allow these calls to get through. This new technology also makes it easier and cheaper for robocallers to stay one step ahead of regulators.
Bad actors have taken advantage of this relatively cheap and scalable business model and used it to blast literally tens of millions of robocalls, illegal robocalls, over the course of one day at a cost of less than 1 cent per call.
Now, the good news is there is robocall blocking technology out there, and it's something consumer groups are now pushing phone companies to make available to customers. The idea goes before the FCC for approval later this month, and we'll, of course, let you know what they decide. In the meantime, when you do get those annoying calls, the Federal Trade Commission says just hang up. Don't press buttons to talk to a live person or be taken off a call list. That just leads to more calls. Instead, file a complaint at donotcall.gov.
But if my number is on the do not call list, which it is, why do I keep getting these calls?
Exactly. That's what people want to know. Odds are, though, the calls you're getting are scams. The FTC says most legitimate companies will not call you if you're on the list, and that most of the complaints they get about robocalls and illegal sales calls are more often than not scams. So again, just hang up.
All right. Thanks, Jennifer.